sandwich out the way. Hey, yo, what up, everybody? We got a new lighter, so we shouldn't have any explosions. You know what I mean? We don't need any explosions like last time. That was a bad day. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. Hey, yo, what up, Chris? Colin was in. You'd be here too, but most likely. We'd be doing 3 dudes on a couch. But no, Colin don't want to show up like he's supposed to. How's that pulling? It's not pulling well. I know, we need to go to that Mexican restaurant you keep posting about. The place looks good. Hey, yo, what up, Pixels? Long time no see, my guy, other than I see you getting swole. My Stogie not wanting to be very well lit. That's an issue. It already went out. We've been working out again, too. Is that what it's called? Never heard the name. Well, how's it going to be sending us snaps when the live is on? Like, he should be in the live, showing support, talking. Not being a bum on Snapchat. You know what I mean? I know. Hey, man, staying busy is a good thing. It's not like that's a bad thing. Being productive, improving. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to set up the stream every Saturday again, at least. That's the goal. Did you take your shirt off? She is actually in Texas at a baby shower. It's just me at the casa. Being a bum at the house. You know, I have a day alone. It's kind of boring. You really don't know how quiet your house is until you're the only one in it and you don't make much noise. I mean, it needs to stop. I got a whole bunch of crickets popping up. What can we do? Just remember, if you go live while hunting, do not show what you're doing. They get upset about it. You need like 2 cameras, one to be live and one to record the action. I got a whole bunch of yard crickets and stuff like that, causing a whole bunch of ant hills pop up in my yard. But I usually got frogs to eat them all. So it's like, come on, meow. Which is weird because you can have the money shot like on a video. So if you use like your thermal, you can post that video, but you as a short, but you can't do it live. It's weird. Like the what they allow and what they don't allow doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like I can do it, but I just can't do it live. Okay. Chris, tell him to do the chat in here. That way, I get a whole bunch of credit for the conversation. Because if y'all didn't know, wasn't Google or well, I guess Google did start in California. But they make so much money off of videos like that. You know what I mean? Because a whole bunch of ads and advertisements. I need to trim up. Let my beard hairs getting out there. They need to just come on in. Got attacked by a moth. Yeah, tell Colin to get in here so we can have the conversation. That's because he doesn't have notifications on. Hey, yo, what up? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to come up here tomorrow? Is that what's happening? Have this conversation in here for the most part. That way I get content. That's messed up, my guy. You gotta have it. Ben, what are you hunting up there? Hogs right now? I know you're prepping up for deer and turkey season later. No, it's gonna be Monday. I mean, I'd safe to say it's gonna be Tuesday, depending on who's delivering it, because I don't know many people who work holidays. You know, we could go test belt setups in Lexington, but that's about it. That's the only place you can go drive down to really test a belt setup, because it has that open range. And I'm not a member at OKC Gun Club, or not OK at Range 66, or I'd say we could go up there and test belt setups, but they don't let me in for free. It'd be cool if they did, though. You won't have the time. Thinking about a membership to where? Because Range 66 is expensive for a year. Well, you better get your belt set up when it gets in, my guy. Because, they got a Labor Day sale. Let you join for half the cost, in essence. I mean, that's not a bad deal. I don't rent. I go up there to shoot. If you go that much, yeah, you might as well be a membership. It'd be a lot cheaper for you if you were a member up there. They got, I don't know if they don't do rentals. That's why you're becoming a fiend. It's putting your hands on everything. Well, I mean, it's going to be an expensive buy whenever you do. But it's good to get her updated CC. Yeah, I know that feeling. But I'm the only one pumping in it. Don't tell my wife. Say if mom had a listen, that's why they're bankrupt and out of business. Chris, good job. I mean, but that we expect that out of you. I mean, you got good fundamentals. We expect you to do good. We just got to see it on the range in a competition. You know what I'm saying? We got to see you there. You got to put them skills to the test there. I still wish I had that shit on video. I mean, at this rate, he's going to have more time on that PDP than you are going to be behind that Camaro. And we have dubbed that Glock the Chimera Glock. Because that's literally what it is. What do you mean a better base shot? Like how do you be a good base? Now, what you might want to look into is to see if you can just if you can just purchase the steel PDP frame because you already like it, and and you can swap everything out. Yeah, I don't know if you want to say you're a good shot out of base. I'm just saying that sounds a little dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And Colin, you better have liked the video. Who, me? Or Chris? Chris caves under pressure. That's what gets him. You did beat me once. I'm not going to deny it. And you've never beat me since. That's what I'm saying. As long as that, we're going to bring the Gucci just in case. That way, as long as the Camaro's running good, we can really see how you do. Listen, I expect great things from Chris this next Saturday. I really hope he beats you, Mandrino. Because if he beats you, that's going to be embarrassing. You had a real setup. Well, I get what you're like, a real belt setup. Yeah, it's going to help improve a lot. Like it's going to help. That is going to be a big difference. Yes, I agree. And you being able to walk. That's what I'm saying. As long as you are moving well, I expect you to do good. There's people that's all they do is concealed carry, though, when they do it. I'm probably going to try to go to one Tuesday. That's probably a CCW event if they're doing it at Range 66. CCW. I believe they're still Gen 5. Those see-through ones, I believe they're still Gen 5. But the only issue on that is going to be the first round and it dropping. That's where the issue happens, because it can catch on both sides and it's not set up. The Gen 3 and 4, or the Gen 1 through 4, only drop on the left. Allegedly, Glock is coming out with a new pistol. They're supposed to be dropping a new pistol. Trust me, Pixels, there's some people who their range setup, you could combine all of our stuff and we still don't equal their setup. Look, where they're running like $7,000 race guns. I don't know, man. If you can find, I'd see what you could. I want to get a Glock 34 eventually with a red dot sight, have it like ported or compensated, and run one of those, because they just are ridiculous. But man, it really depends. It really depends on. I would say eventually you should get a whole bunch of Gen 3 mags, honestly. If you're not going to update your polymer or your lower, you should probably get Gen 3 mags. Do those, yeah, but they don't work the same for 9mm. That'd be dumb. And they're small. You want to run the long boys, because you got to think, you're shooting in the open gun category, not the what would it be? Actually, I think we're all going to be shooting open, because Chris is compensated too. If you take the compensator off, you can run in limited optics, but you're still. The drum is not allowed. Would they allow it? Yeah. Because they don't care. But the drum is technically not allowed in matches. Oh, look, it's Bot. Bot, don't forget to drop that like. We got Pixels up in here, your mortal enemy. How's school treating you, Bot? He was in here just a second ago. Listen, Bot keeps me informed of... School hasn't started for you guys yet? That's crazy. Pretty much everywhere is in school now here in the U.S. Hey, yo, what up, man? Where you been at? You finally back yet? We need to go shoot some videos. Or just let me go record you. I probably know one of the places you're going to have to start doing training events next year. Since you're a reservist at Camp Gruber, we should have the training site for the trench warfare done in a month or two. So it's usable. Nice. I know, man. I've seen some of your shorts. It is gross. That's where I did my 2 weeks of annual training at, was working on that trench site. My pale skin in a hole for 2 weeks was not beneficial. I turned a light shade of yellow. You gonna try to do OKCPD? They pay pretty good. They pay pretty good. And that's the most like training opportunity. They just started a class. I've thought about it, but I probably couldn't pass the polygraph test. I've been a criminal before. Not a good look. I see. I got a buddy in the Air Guard who's in that named Provin. He's in that academy right now. I think you can do the application stuff way ahead of time and just be prepped up for the next academy. Just so you know, you can do all the pre-qualification stuff and then they just call you if you get accepted and you have an academy date. That way you don't have to lose your day job. You know what I mean? Knock off all the prerequisites. I think they do. I think they try to do it twice a year. I mean, the only thing wrong with AGR is it stagnates your career unless you get fast tracked or you're somebody's boy. That's the only downside. That's the only downside. Beyond that, it's a great benefit. Oh yeah, because it's contracted, isn't it? For you guys, because you're a reservist, so you're contracted into that portion. Yeah, which makes it where the pay isn't great. Oh man, yeah, no, it's that. Oh yeah, we only work 4 days a week, unless we need you Friday or the weekends, and you still gotta do your weekends because you still gotta do your drills, which sucks. Well, whenever you get out of AGR, I hope you do your your disability packet. Get you that VA monies. I don't they cut somebody some orders? Well, I guess they're not cutting nobody orders. End of the year budgeting. See, if the Army didn't want your life and make the Army your life, it'd be such a good place if it was a 9 to 5. Listen, it's a hit or miss for getting good AGR. Because the moment people fall into the good old boy system where they're doing less but doing more for people, well, that's because we had a bunch of AGR guys working a business during the workday. That was our issue. They would come to work, send out some emails, and then go work their other job. No, 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 no. These guys are like out running a business, like not in the office, like driving their work truck to jobs, running a business, not like knocking out emails in between stuff. Like they're out there working another job the whole time. Like 2 hours away from the job. Like you catch them before 9:30 or you don't catch them at all type deal. Listen, IG is what is the word? A force multiplier is what I like to call IG. Because if you call IG, they definitely force people to get your stuff done. So it is what it is. I mean, they're a service that they do what they're supposed to. They're a good service. But yours was a whole different ordeal. You were definitely not you were an outlier for that situation, my guy. Yeah, because the Air National Guard is actually on their people doing their job. Yes, they're a more relaxed personnel, but man, they get their stuff done or they get you out. Versus the Army, they're like, no, we like him. He's a good guy. He's on the bowling team. You can't get rid of your poker night, guys. You know what I mean? You can't get rid of them. This cigar is just not smoking good. Tempted to put it out. Fire up one of my Drew Estates Java Mints, baby. Ooh, ooh. Oh, we've had, I think, I think ours is 3 months for the guard for at least. You were in Texas. I thought you were going to be up here, or I would have, like I said in our Snapchats. That's why I was like, "What are you doing? You in the city?" We've had several people do that. See, we had a guy. So right now we have been offered no drill for September because of budgeting, and I'm trying to take it because it's a 3 day, and I don't want to go. I'm probably going to message Tuesday, be like, "Hey, so am I getting out of drill? Like, I need to know this." Yeah, I was checking. I was gonna say you and Chris should have picked me up and, well, let's go get that Mexican food. That's what I was trying to do. That's what you get for having that federal money, and we got state money. We poor. The state is poor. See, you say that though, but I always wonder where the budget disappears to, because they request money to do everything they need, and then they don't have the money to do it. That's what I'm always like. What happened to the money? What happened? Y'all got funded. What'd y'all spend that money on? Who took that money? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Well, if you come up, I got a couple more stogies. We can drink, hang out in the garage. Well, I don't know about that this time because they don't have the budget to pay people. That's why they're offering like no drill for you type deal. They're like, "Hey, we are broke." See, that I believe. That I do believe. Where there's a whole bunch of sergeant majors and colonels like, "Hey, we need some. I'm broke. I need some orders. What are you gonna do?" I'm gonna go do nothing productive because I'm a sergeant major. I just go talk to people and go to meetings. I don't do anything to promote Excel. I mean, they even took a bonus money. They canceled Extend to Defend. That's some good smoke right there. But it's one of those things, you know what I mean? You gonna be at the range on Tuesday? You going up there? You need to get them to let me get a membership for Mofta for free. I'm trying to be like you. I mean, being the fact that you're working so much, I understand that. Yeah. Is your well? We'll catch up on other things like that on personal level. I'll text you because I'm guessing because I know your situation. Babysitters are expensive. Okay. Because I was like, I know your wife is out of state for a little bit. Yeah, but with them working you 7 days a week, I mean that's no time for nobody. That makes it real rough. Nice. I know. I'm surprised I don't see you. Well, making more gym videos. You know what I mean? Get your promoting on. I'm surprised you haven't gotten picked up by a energy drink. Well, I guess you have actually. Let me stand corrected. I stand corrected. You do have an energy drink, a non-spicy energy drink company. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, those things are good. They're just not for everybody. What? What? I mean, I understand that's a hard. You couldn't get them to supply enough. Their echelons were good, but no one can get them. Like they have no supply up here, so it's hard to promote a drink that no one can get up here. Like I don't, 7-Eleven didn't carry them, but they're a very niche. They're so niche. It's hard to promote them because they are spicy. Like they are spicy. Who bought out first for them? They were huge. I know. Trust me, I know. I felt betrayed when I tried that mango habanero energy drink. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good. It just takes your breath away, which is it's hard to drink that. Like where you have to make sure you don't inhale when you drink it. It's really rough. Because I hate sparkling carbonated stuff. But I enjoyed the drink other than, well, I've seen you die. You've seen me die drinking them. It's one of those things. We need to get you up there to do a USPSA match on the 6th if you can. Kyle was up there with his son. He got him on a USPSA match. He did pretty good. Didn't get disqualified, young, so he's very controlled. I want to see him with a red dot. Really? Really? That's crazy. Bush. Hmm. Huh. That is crazy. I would not expect Anheuser to buy people out like that. Not at all. Like, not at all. I need to get hold up displays to sponsor me and have a gun wall behind me instead of these little these vines. Or build one. Just build a wall. Go to Home Depot. Yeah, but they're expensive. Hold up displays is so expensive. This is why I love you, my guy. Because I got the belt from Hunter Constantine. Love that belt. See, this is why you're such a good dude. Because you're not like some of these other big dudes who are like cock blocking stuff. This is why I tell people I like you so much. When people ask me, like, who's that guy you go shoot with up there? I'm like, oh, Tristan? Hey, what up, Utah? I agree, man. I agree. I know. Listen. I have been slacking on dropping videos. And man, I appreciate it. I've stopped in every time I see you too. Your channel's growing. Just keep up what you're doing. You're doing great. Yeah, I mean, I've been keeping up my shorts. I'm definitely going to try to keep my lives going up again. Trying to do at least every Saturday for my lives. But my videos have been meh. Because, I mean, there's not much. I want to do more stuff, but man, it is expensive. Like, it is expensive to go do the videos I wanted to go do. And having the space. Like, I'd love to do yeah, I mean, that's the other downside. See, and I want to do that. But I don't have, like, I would go do that with the group, but I'm not a part of the group. I'm not a part of the Okie Boys. Y'all got money, and I'm poor. And I can't do all that cool stuff y'all guys be doing. Like, I've seen the night hunts y'all went and done. I was like, damn, that's cool as shit. That's so cool. I know, but them expensive toys, I can't afford it because I'm broke. Like I want to start doing like motorcycle stuff, but I'd have to bum a motorcycle, and I'm not dropping someone else's bike. Like I want to build a tactical motorcycle. I think it'd be pretty cool, but again, no money for that. All right, man. You have a good stream, my guy. When I end mine, I'll probably swing by, drop my like, do my rounds, drop some comments. I expect Kyle to start being able to do. Man, see, I wish they could do like Who's blowing up pretty good? Why haven't y'all tried to get a hold of Dirty Kid? And what happened to Chris TV coming up and doing a video? I know he was supposed to come up and do a video with you, or you were gonna do videos with him. Like I'm gonna do some jacked up shorts eventually. I got me an Aztec death whistle. Like I'd like to do like these pawn shop buy videos. I know. How much are them tickets? I seen that and I want to do that. But at the same time, I don't think I have the money to go do that. Or the ammo. I'd have to reallocate some funds. But I think it's the same weekend I got drill as well. And that's October, so I'm not getting out of that. Yeah, that ain't gonna be me. Now, I got a question. Do they need a cameraman? I'll come up there and be cameraman. Help get some videos if y'all need it. Oh, okay. I know they got a guy who was up there shooting, doing some photography for it. I know. I mean, that was a lot of ammo. Like, that is a lot of ammo. Well, that's probably going to be a whole bunch of, like, I bet a whole bunch of police departments send some SWAT team members and some dudes who shoot for a living and need to be highly trained to go do that. I know, that's $1,200 right there, almost. We need an ammo sponsor. Someone we can buy ammo from real cheap. If you have one, I will buy ammo through you. That way they seem like they're doing more. So you're running more through them. You know what I mean? Just let me know. Because 1,200 rounds of 5.56. That's some shmoney. I've seen that. They're building a huge warehouse. Huge warehouse. I think that's somewhere in like the Tulsa area, if I remember right. But they're building a huge warehouse. Drop this one in the bin. Well, I mean, Oklahoma is pretty firearm friendly of a state. Fortunately, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Java Mint, baby. That's pretty awesome, though, that they're building one. Hey, what up, Shooter? I need to adjust this lighter. Bet. I appreciate you stopping in, chatting it up with me, my guy. You have a good one. And we do. We do. We will run into each other eventually. We always do. We always do. Where did the thing go? There it is. This lighter kind of sucks. But this cigar, though. This cigar is good. Whew. Yeah, buddy. This is what I like. Come on, lighter. Might just have to find. Ooh, I drilled a little bit. Might have to grab me a regular lighter. Get this actual thing going real good. Look. Hey, yo, what up, Ortiz? We should have Jolly should be stopping in soon. If you're here, you and Ruben should end up showing up now. I need a regular lighter. Where is it at? It's gonna burn awkward. There it goes. That's what I'm talking about. We shooting fireballs now. There we go. What you been up to, my guy? How y'all been? Been having a whole bunch of the OGs in the channel today. Hopping in the stream, chit chatting. It's usually these late streams that do well. That everybody who's an old timer, been here a while. Man, you know, I've never been there, but I've heard they're a great place to go to. Like, I've heard that the Great Woodloft is a great vacation spot. Um, what's new? Not much. Not much. Um, we getting another certification. We're going to be a reserve officer so we can try to get a better job in the feds. We're eventually going to go to college so we can get a better job in the feds. We trying, man. We're trying to elevate and move up in the channel. You know what I mean? We're trying to grow the regular life so the fun side of life has more money to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Shorts are still the best way for me to make money on YouTube. That hasn't changed. Haven't got another viral one yet, though. I need to get another viral video. Okay. So, that whole concept is based off of people's relationship to work. Because if an EMP goes off, yeah, you got the Heel Toe Express, the Lamborghinis, and all that. It's just, for most people, you got to think of how far your job is away from where you need to go. And that's where it's at. Like, for me to get home, it's 15 miles. So I don't need a big bag of stuff, but I might want some granola bars in a bag, some water, a way to steal a bicycle, you know, simple things that will help you get home. Because honestly, the only big fear of an EMP going off during the day is you not being able to get home because you got into a wreck. And that's where it's really at, is can you get from your place that you're normally at to home? Yeah, so 10 miles, that's about a 3-hour walk at an average speed. Yeah, can you do it? Yeah, you can walk 10 miles fairly easy. And probably you'd be doing it with a little bit of a extra oomph. Like you'd be powering through that walk. But some people have like work 30 miles away. For those dudes, you know what I mean? Those guys, those are the people who need a bag or something to get home. Because man, that's a 10-hour walk during the day, and then you know it's probably going to happen. Who knows what time of day? But 30 miles to get home for some people. Yeah, and some people won't. Most people will not store their gun in their vehicle because that's a fear I have. I won't leave a firearm in my vehicle because I work where I can't have a gun at my job. So it's, and then I don't want to leave one in my car in case it gets broken into. You know, knock on wood, hope it never happens. But yeah, a 10 mile or 10, not too bad. But there's some people who also are like in a work van who work an hour away from their house driving, so possibly 60 miles. They may need a bug out bag that they can take with them, a little get home bag. But now, like when I'm talking about a get home bag, it's just really supplies that you may need, like a bottle of water, um, basic basic first aid for yourself. Um, because you'll lose your phone, you'll lose. Yeah, yeah, you don't. Yeah, when I'm talking about a get home bag, you don't need. This should not be your bug out bag unless the place you're going is closer. But then again, you still don't have the supplies unless it's scenario based. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like food, drinks. It, it really is. Because, you know, you don't want to carry 30 pounds of gear to walk home to get your 60-pound bag. That's ridiculous. You know, 5 pounds to get home, which is primarily going to be water, some granola bars, a simple little backpack. What else might you want? A Gerber, a knife. But you don't need anything crazy to get home. But then most people don't have the stuff they need at home either. High vis, um, depending on, because you got to think, you also got to prepare your get home bag to the environment. So let's say if it's like wintertime, you might want some socks, some warmer clothes, some hot hands, um, a beanie. You know, you'll have to change it up as the seasons change. You know, now it's raining a lot where I'm at. I might want an umbrella, a wet weather jacket, a poncho, something in that bag. Uh, well, some people don't even know the route they would take to get home. That's another thing. You got to know which way you have to get home to avoid high traffic areas. Like you'd want to walk on a highway because normally that's going to be where you're most likely the easiest slash hardest route. Because if it, let's say, worst case scenario, oh, we'll have a good time at that party. But you know, the bare necessities you think you might need to get home. That's all you need is in a get home bag. Hopefully, it doesn't happen while you're on the road. Because if you're driving and it happens, accidents, traffic, people freaking out. There's a lot that plays into that. But you never know what you're going to need. It could change daily. But that's why you have like a little basic little bag where you have everything in your car that you might need. A couple water bottles, Good. That means you're getting used to them legs, huh? That's always good. You want always want to be up and moving, adapting, getting better, eating good food at these parties since someone else is paying for it. I love going to parties and eating up food that people made. Saves me from cooking. I hate when I go to a party and they don't have food, but they didn't say they have food. So you show up and you're like, where's the food at though? I'm hungry. And they're like, oh, we didn't make nothing. You could have told me so I would have ate before I showed up. Mofos. But yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, yeah. You can't see it, but it's real smoky. Even though I got this big old garage door open. Oh, no, you're good. You are good. No worries. Ugh. Ugh. This is the good cigar. This is better to end the night with a good quality cigar than that cheapo, my little $4 one I started with. Oceana GT. If I didn't know what I was doing was unholy, my guy. Dang. I don't even really try to cuss on my stream. Hmm. Where does it say that? I know it says getting drunk. Drinking in excess is a sin. But I didn't know they had something against smoking. What scripture are you quoting there? Um, thousands of years. I don't know. I don't know who the first peoples were who started smoking. I know tobacco has been around for a really long time. Now I know smoking drugs has been a word. I mean, I think on that one we're gonna have to define covet, because I mean that could fall on the same terms of people being gluttonous and being addicted to TV as well. If you're going into that route, you know what I mean? And I thought covet would is in a different meaning than that. I can't really look up definitions on live. I'm not at a computer or nothing. Now, are you a New Testament guy or Old Testament guy? Ah, see, I appreciate that. That's being a good person, Ocean. Because some people say things and they're like, you know what? Let me verify this. That's being a good person. I also like the fact that you actually posted what you're referring to, because that's another thing people don't do. That's annoying is, they'll quote something and then not have a reference for it. Showing the reference point is very nice. I like that. I do. But I can see where you're coming from on that. But I think it more along lines mean to not really tobacco. I think it more means of the impairment side of hallucinogenics, like what they would do back in the day, opium, etc., along those natures. Because at that point, you'd be actually hurting your, well, don't get me wrong, smoking does hurt your body. I thought you found it. Because I agree with you on that point. If it's referring to like drug use, yes, do not do that. Because I hate when people are like, "Oh yeah, it's non-addictive. It's nicotine. Nicotine is addictive. It's technically a drug. Caffeine falls under the same category. So should you not drink coffee?" But I do see what you're saying. Don't worry. I see what you're saying. But you're also open to the discussion of it, which is good. See, we can talk. I enjoy these talks. Ah, I see what you're saying. It's going for more of the addiction of where the people who need to have the craving of it. I see what you're saying. Me personally, not addicted. This is like a this would be like my beer on the weekend type deal for my relaxation, not for what is it, like daily consumption. I couldn't do that. It's not good for you in that aspect. because I agree. I agree with you. If you're addicted to it, it's not good for you. Just like alcoholism. 10 out of 10. Agree. I'm pretty sure I got me. Caffeine is also a drug. Caffeine in coffee is also a drug. But again, I'm not disagreeing with with what you're saying. It's the addiction portion of it that's bad. But I think that's where the real reference is as well, where it's the addictive nature of what it can cause. Not what it is, but what it can cause. I mean, let's face it. Any and all addictions are bad, no matter what they are. Because like I said, I see where you're coming from. You're referring to the. Wish I had a book in front of me, and I don't know where it's at currently. But I don't think, just like where it says, drinking in excess is bad, not really a full-fledged sin, but improper to do. And there's a lot of people who drink in excess. It makes you do bad decisions. Bless you too, my guy. May great things come your way. Maybe we can look this up more and circle back in a future live stream. I'll probably be having a cigar, just so you know. I usually do have a cigar when I stream. It's just what I like to do. Have a stogie, chit chat, converse with the people. I'm probably going to send a message to Hold Up Display, see if they'll send me out something for a little while. But you have a good night as well. Have a safe weekend. Everybody who stops in, have a safe weekend. Please don't catch a DUI this weekend, everybody. You know they're going to be out. Uber, Lyft, who else? I think some cities actually put on ride shares that they pay for these weekends where they know a whole bunch of drinking's happening. If you're going to drink and drive, don't do it this weekend. Actually, don't drink and drive. No one needs a DUI. They cost way too much on your life. Financially, legally, it's not worth it. Call a ride. Listen. Last weekend, one of my soldiers who's 19 years old got a DUI, and he told me about it so we can see if we can help him out. But we also found out he had a DUI in May. And I was like, man, you're underage. How are you catching DUIs? You're not even allowed to drink. Hey, yo, what up, Jolly? I was wondering when you were going to show up. Usually show up for my late night streams. Glad you made it. How's your weekend treating you? Buela, how's it going? We got the Drew Estates Java Mint, my favorite cigar. I actually got a couple from Drew Estates. Some Rocky Patels. Looks like I got two of the same ones in this bag over here. Hey, that's why I have me a little stogie on a Saturday. It's good to relax. I love Drew Estates and Rocky Patels. They're not the most expensive, but they're all really nice. I've never had a bad one so far. Don't get me wrong. You can catch a bad cigar here and there, but yes, I have. I know a whole bunch of what do we call them? Hardcore cigar guys. Do not do the flavors. I like them. I like the wrapper to taste like a little flavor, little vanilla, little sweet. These ones taste like the Andes mint chocolates. Love it. Ooh. See, I'm not a fan of coffee. I've had one that's a vanilla latte that I was a big fan of. Drew Estates makes a vanilla latte one. It's my second favorite from them, but the Java Mint is the number one, hands down number one. For me personally, have not had a single bad one of these. I don't think I will because it's a good company. They make quality stuff. I mean, that's true. If you don't, the vanilla latte is the way to go. You don't have to delete your messages every time you send one. Kukri, yeah, I see. I'm a big fan of Camacho as well. They have a spiced rum barrel aged one. They had a couple whiskey ones they came out with that were top tier. I really enjoyed them. But my local cigar shop doesn't carry them anymore. I don't know if they got bought out or they did something in the cigar world where a whole bunch of places don't carry Camachos. But I like Camacho, Sweet Jane's. But I think there's a lot of big brands that own all the little brands. And they just buy them out left and right. So it's hard to say who. They all have a big parent company. You know what I mean? Like I know Rocky Patel is owned by Drew Estates. Honey bourbon. Ooh. Ooh. I'd try honey bourbon. That doesn't sound bad at all. See, I've never had a bad whiskey, rum flavored cigar either. They've all turned out to be like really nice smoking cigars. Honey bourbon sounds delicious. Ooh. See, and that's disappointing because it's probably a decently priced cigar. Probably like what, 12-ish dollars to be a rum flavor. It's burning fast. I mean, I think I'd want to try like a coconut cigar because I like coconut. Dang. See, that's disappointing. Spending 15 bucks on a bad cigar. I think the moment you start getting into that $15 range, it better be good. And I don't mean it needs to be like over the top. See, I like coconut. I can't. But then it began being allergic. If I was allergic to something, I'd hate it with a passion. See, the wife has a coconut tequila she loves. And I hate it because I hate tequila. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's good, but it's eh. Yeah, see, man, the most expensive cigar I think I've bought was $20, and it was a Liberty. It came in its own little cedar box, and it was a giant, massive, delicious cigar. Not me. I'm not a tequila fan. Bob me back real quick. Had a wet spot. I thought this was a wet spot. Yeah, that's way too rich for my blood. That's more of a... To me, if I bought a $40 cigar, it's going to be a gift to somebody for a really special occasion. And they're probably going to be like a connoisseur of cigars. Well, I mean, it still counts. No, you didn't. Because the likes just went up. All right, well, I still appreciate it. What up, Liam? Pie. What's that? How are y'all doing today? See, I would light up another one, but my phone is not going to last. Ah, well, I appreciate that. All donations go into what I call the Deagle Fund. We're going to buy a Desert Eagle for the channel, and that's going to be the first gun YouTube buys. Exactly. We're up to $400 for the Deagle Fund. It's up to $400. So we're either at 10% or 25% for the Deagle. So if I can get me another good viral short or two, we'll be very well off on that Deagle Fund. I need me another video to go viral. Listen, let's just go hang out and have a good time, man. That's all that really matters. I expected that video to go up better, but it did not. The most viral video I have can't be monetized because I cuss in it, which sucks. And then the other one that went viral, I couldn't. It was before I was monetized. So, it is what it is. Not much we can do about it, but we hope we get another one. There's a lot of people that use my sounds. Like, I looked it up the other day. The one where that sound, my most viral sound, has like 22 million total like views, and it's over 20 million. And the worst part is some of those videos, like the big video that has like 2.2 million views on the video. And I was like, man, if that was my video, I'd probably made like a couple $100 off of that. But kudos to that dude. Hopefully that dude's channel blew up because of that. I'm going to light up another cheap one. It's one of those things. It's a hit or miss. They go viral because of my sound. That just hopefully brings more people to my sound. But, it doesn't translate that good. This lighter sucks. This lighter is terrible. It's like it's not getting enough oxygen. Is that what it actually is? Okay, good. Because I've been trying to find you. But it don't let me find you at all. I know, but I don't get matches that often. And my other one blew up. My good lighter blew up in my face. So I stopped using it. And every time I do this, it goes out. I should go in my house and light it. I know it was bad. My favorite part is the wife, super scared, holding on to her bong. No, I'm about to do. I got away. Where is it at? I don't see it. Where is it at? I was gonna find my little butane torch. Listen, that was a good stream. I'm eventually. Man, so Ruben, if I could ever get a hold of his number, I haven't been able to get a hold of his number yet. He's supposed to send me a whole bunch of his actual video footage. And eventually we're going to go meet him in Tejas. I know. And I don't know where my other lighters are. I know. I got a gas stove. I'm thinking about going inside. This thing should be full. It's a grenade, by the way. This is the lighter. I thought it was cool. It was like $6. It was cheap. It worked. It worked. Look at that. You know, good tips, my guy. It worked quite well. It was shooting a flame out. I've never thought about doing that with one of these lighters. But nah, man, it's this next time I won't skimp out. I'll go buy me a decent lighter again. The other one I had for like 4 or 5 years, then it blew up. Probably bad rubber seal going out. What up, bike? The only problem with Zippos that I have is everyone I've had leaks out, so I have to make sure I refill it a lot, and I hate that. You know what I mean? The lighter fluid they use never lasts. I didn't know they were finally doing that. Got a hard spot in the middle. just got brighter in here for some reason. I didn't know Zippo was making butane. It's good on them. I mean, they got to stay relevant. But this is like a little cheap $4 cigar. What am I doing? Man, I'm just smoking a stogie, chit-chatting. How are you doing? We doing good. Enjoying the Saturday night, you know, chain smoking. You doing good, Bike? Yeah, this one's burning nice. A lot better than the other one I just had. It should last me another 20 minutes. Ooh, got the neck to pop. You're not doing good? Why not, man? What are you after this year? I got a couple spots I need to go check out myself. Allegedly, my uncle says we got 1,000 acres he has access to go hunt on some farmland. And then I got he has about 65 acres that we can hunt on. See, I have not heard. I know we have coyotes. Man, you got to type more words, Bike. Man, I don't understand emojis. I know we got coyotes in Oklahoma, but hunting them isn't that big, unless you're clearing spots out for your deer. You know what I mean? Or turkeys. Because that's what we got. We got big. I don't even say we got big turkey hunting in Oklahoma. I know there's people that do it, but it's not that big of a deal here. Oh, see, that's not an issue. There's a lot of deer. Yeah, that's where I'm talking about turkey hunting too. Because all these farmers out east where I got access to, I do too. What I want is to make a coyote I take out into a pair of underwear where the skull is where my crotch is, and then I have the tail and make it wear them like a little pair of panties, little ranger panties. Coyote skull would be ideal. I just got to figure out a way to. But I think that'd be pretty cool. My buddy had a farmer that was had a coyote issue, but he wanted us to pay to go hunt him. And I was like, no, we're not going to get rid of his problem and pay him to do it. because I got the suppressors, I got the rifles. That would also be pretty sick. A coyote skull ashtray. That'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be pretty badass. I know, Bike. You got number one right now. You the top fan, my guy. How'd you do that? See, and that's what normally the farmers here do. Is they have an issue, they invite people to go eliminate them for free, and it's a win-win for everybody. Just like farmers and hogs, I'd love to go blast some hogs. Because I know Ruben, our guy who was in Ukraine, he got a whole bunch of videos, and he said his aunt has a huge hog problem. I know. I see you saying hi, my guy. Oh, Bike 459. I'm guessing that's the area code. Well, that's the downside to him. Let's say I was able to get out there to Arkansas and go hunt with you. I couldn't bring my suppressors because you can't travel throughout states with them. So the only place I can use them is Oklahoma, which is real disappointing. I think there's some forms you can fill out to travel with them, but I don't have the patience for all that. I've been up to Kansas. Kansas ain't that far of a drive. I mean, I believe Kansas probably has a bunch of hogs up there too, don't they? I know y'all got a lot of farmland. And I bet them some big old piggies up there too. Really? Is hunting not that big in Kansas? Because I know people will go crazy about taking out coyotes. Well, I believe that because I know we got bad hogs all the way up. But the hogs are getting worse. I know. Huh. See, and this is why I wish I got paid by YouTube and I could go do stuff. Because I would drive up to Kansas to go hunt coyotes over a weekend. Because that's good content. Have to get what, Bike? Ooh, flung the ash up. Oh, does she? Or do they? See, I think it's funny because I mean, I know people. Oklahoma is such a friendly state for people to move down to, but I know people move for work out of Oklahoma so fast because you can get paid good. See, we got my mom's family is in Iowa, but you have to get out live. What do you mean? Nah, what are you talking about, man? It's still there. It's still there. It's still there, my guy. It's just I'm blonde, man. Blonde hair is thin. Man, there's so much bridge work going on in Oklahoma right now. It is ridiculous because of all the flooding we've had issues with. They've had to repair so much bridge work. Which is crazy to me how bad we flood. Oh, yeah. I agree with you. I think I know what you're saying, Bike. But, it's one of those things. I can't touch anything, Jacob, but I EDC a Glock 19 or a Staccato C2. Yeah, it's unfortunate. They don't let you touch them on live. Yeah, they don't let you touch firearms on live. That is a quick way to get a strike. I mean, I still like the Glock 19. It's two very different style of firearms. Yes, I do. I have just about every optic you could think of. One I have a Hollow Sun, the other one I have a Loophole Delta Pro. See, I like Canics too. Canics are nice. I don't know about the Taurus. Taurus ain't my thing. But Glocks. Man, that RMR costs more than that Taurus. You should have an O sight on that thing. Little O light. I want that new RMR. That RMR HD, the big one. I just can't justify the price. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. I like Trijicon. I would have more Trijicon optics if they were cheaper. Because don't get me wrong, I think Trijicon is the best. Hey, Canics shoot good. I have one sitting in my safe. I got that Terran Tactical Canic sitting in my safe right now. See, I want to get an ACOG too. I just don't want to pay for an ACOG. They're expensive. I wish they would update them. Like if they put some modern glass and got some really good eye relief on them. Messed up my hair. They'd be so great. I like the fact that Canics have so much with them. Hello, bike. Yeah, that's the only downside to ACOGs is they have bad eye relief. If they came out with an ACOG with like good eye relief, I'd get one because it's definitely the do all durable optic. You can never go wrong with an ACOG. Other than the eye relief sucks. That's it. That's the only downside to the ACOG. And that's the only reason I don't like the old original RMRs. They're itty bitty. They're little optics. See, and that's what I was thinking about going with was an ACOG for my little SBR setup. But I was like, man, I could do the EOTech and get everything I need and just put a little magnifier on it and get the benefits. So that's what I went with. And I've been loving, I really enjoy that EOTech. Who makes one? I want to, someone make some god ugly. Someone makes an awfully big optic for AR pistols like that. I don't know who it is, but I'm like, that's the way to go. Big old open window for a 9mm ARP. Easy peasy, hands down, good route. I'll see if I can find it. I can't remember who it was. Well, and then I've looked at some of Vortex's stuff. They're just, I don't think they're worth the money they're asking for Vortex red dots. I think it's Vortex now that I'm thinking of it. I think Vortex has a big one, but I don't think it's worth the money. You could do like a, yeah, I think a Vortex Crossfire might be a good option for your little ARP. It's a nice little red dot. I got one on my 300 Blackout. It's like $200, and it's pretty decent. Especially since you don't need to spend a bunch of money on it. Vortex Crossfire, I want to say is what it is. I run, what do I run? On the Scar, I run a Vortex, and on the Daniel Defense, I run a Vortex. They're great glass, especially for the price. Well, these are expensive as hell, but they're great. Hands down, really good glass throughout their entire line. Yeah, I like Vortex. See, I've been thinking about getting rid of my 300 because it's great. I don't want to work on it. There's 2 guns I plan to get rid of. And if I get rid of them, I got Deagle money. That's what you need is to get suppressed. Because that's perfect for a hog gun. If you have a good running 300 blackout for hogs, suppressed, top tier, way to go. Or coyotes. Because they're so quiet. They're so quiet, suppressed. See, my bolt action is a 308. I'm a big fan of 308 bolt action. I just wish it had like a 24-inch barrel. Daniel Defense makes it. I would say the only thing I don't like about Daniel Defense is they need to be ambi. Yeah, I think my 300 blackout's like an 8.5. It's a real short little guy. But it runs great as long as I don't suppress it. Once I suppress it, it likes to become a single action. It becomes a bolt action at that point. See, I have the Delta Pro 5 is my long gun. That's what I think it is, because it's built to be. It has the folding stock, and that's when it becomes a bolt action, because I think it's the spring, the buffer spring, because it's a folding stock, not a actual stock. So it also has like the. You're good, Mag. Michelle, you're good. Ain't no worries. We'll get to bed. You've stopped in, you've chatted, you've done your part, you dropped a like, you supported the channel. Nope, it is a regular cigar, my guy. That would be a fatty. Man. That'd be like smoking a finger. That'd be a fat bleezy. Just being uncomfortable? Nah, I get drug tested. You need a jetpack. Hover around. Listen, I'm surprised that's not a bigger job in Oklahoma for as much medical marijuana we have. But then again, I bet people who work at this dispensaries test it out quite well. Because we got a lot of medical. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people growing it probably test it. Hey, yo, what up, Dion? Oh, you know, Stogie Saturday, my guy. Ah, South Park is so great. Yeah, but you've been on like that high quality painkillers. But they're just making sure you're doing them and not dying because you're doing them. South Park. That is why our generation is different from this new one. Where you could not do anything without getting made fun of from South Park. You know, you're not wrong. Hospital food is terrible. South Park is great. I love the fact that they made fun of everything and everybody. Hospital food is survivable. That's all it is. It's enough to survive. Extreme portion control, no flavor. Oh, that was a crazy series. The Christmas Critters, Imagination Land. Those were all hardcore. R. Kelly, Fish Sticks, Tom Cruise, Scientology. Great episodes. I hate Mr. Hanky so much. Always living doo-doo trails because I just think I'm like, ugh. Heidi ho, y'all. Terrible. But one of my favorite characters was Towley. Yeah. Man, it's pretty late to be cutting some cake. It's getting late. Oh, yeah. Uh, the Crips and Bloods. Timmy. That was another great one. Man, I've learned to not get high before I do something. I get high to reward myself after doing something. See, it's almost 11 here. It's almost 11. Canada. Well, I mean, Canada is all about the ganja. They have some of the biggest grow farms up in Canada. I know, I know. Oh, well, it's been a long, long time since I've seen that. Listen, that's how I feel. That's why I always drive to every party I go to as an adult. That way I can leave when I want to. And I make sure I park where no one can block me in. I hate when I have a party though, and it's getting late, and people won't take the hint it's time to go. That's the worst. Is when you throw a party. Yeah, I was like, dude, come on now. It's midnight. There's 3 people left, and 2 of them live here. It's time to fucking go home. Like, you're the last mofo here. I mean, that is probably worse. Fortunately, I have not had that happen to me because I would not invite those people back ever again. Like, if you tell me you show up, you better show up and at least make an appearance. If you're here for 20 minutes, that's fine. At least you came. Now, I've had a good party where I threw like a little high school reunion type party at my house and had like 15, 20 people from high school show up. And that was a great party because everybody knew each other. No matter what group you went with, you could talk. And I always say goodbye to the host. Now, the people I know at the party may not see me leave, but the host, you got to say bye to the host. Everybody else is not important. The host you say goodbye to. Whew. Oh, you leaving, Michelle? All right. Well, you have a good night. If you're heading out again. No, I've never threw a party that big. I don't like people that much. But then again, I don't have the space to throw a party that big. One day, though. One day I might. Tell people to bring air mattresses, and that's the area they sleep in, like a shop. That'd be pretty cool to do. That's actually what I would like to do. That's the plan for retirement, is to have a house. I'm going to build like a 1,500 square foot house with a 1,500 square foot hidden basement. The house is going to vary in size, but with like a nice little 1,000 square foot shop. Hey, I mean, that's what you got to do. That's jacked up of the cops to do, though. Plotting on people like that. Mm-hmm. Have my whole, have a whole little hidden area that no one knows about. That's the dream. But that we far away from retirement, unfortunately. Unless I win the lottery. You'll know. There'll be signs. If I won like a cool 10 million, trust me, if I won like a cool 10 million, I would make events for people to come out to. I'd have places for people to stay, and we'd have like range days like a mofo. All my day one subscribers will be there. Listen, as long as I can shoot the hell out of that AK, it's fine. But if it's like a little showpiece, I don't want it because I'm shooting everything. I'm not a big fan of these like, oh yeah, I have this, but I don't shoot it. Nah, that ain't my style. But then again, I don't want like I would want so many guns that I would probably never be able to shoot enough. But I'd have them. I'd have so many. That's why I'd want to have. I'd be inviting people to shoot guns. Like we would. That's all I would do at that point. I would have it. Subscribers come out for like competitions, long range shooting, range days. And I bet they get hot. See, but that dude, his YouTube channel doesn't make a bunch of money, but whatever he does on the side is very, very lucrative. I don't know what he does, but he does a lot. Whatever his main income is, he's doing quite well. Because he got an indoor basement gun range that goes out to like 25-ish yards, if not a little bit more. I want to say more, because he can shoot rifles down there. I want to say, let's face it, it's their collection. But I don't see what he does like other than really collect. Like I know he does some shooting stuff. He got some amazing collection. Don't get me wrong. His collection is tier 1. Weird little bug. Yeah, whatever he's doing, main money wise, congratulations to him, because he's doing quite well. We are not there yet. Same. I would too. I would too. And I'm not hot enough to be an OF model. You know what I mean? Like, I don't look that good. It'd be like the most average. My channel would be like the average something. I don't know. But yeah, he does quite well. I mean, Demo Ranch does quite well. Garand Thumb has been doing quite well with his YouTube channel, but I know he got a couple brands. The below average. No. I'm not below average. I am not below average. Average albino wiener. Something funny. The palest OnlyFans model. Be the channel name or something funny like that. But, you know, who got time for that? The elusive white worm. Yeah, I couldn't steal like Moby Dick, you know, the great white whale, the pale impeller. I don't know, man. Some of them channels, congratulations to them. They make money. What would be the glow in the dark? Moonlight Wiener. Other funny things of that nature. Whew. Well, that stogie is done. and my phone is about to die. Listen, I'm an electrician. I don't like being sparked. It's not fun. But we're gonna end the stream. I'm glad y'all could stop in, have a good time. I'm gonna see if I can finally find you on Signal, Jolly. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try to find you again. Because every time I look you up, it wants some like extra numbers on the back end. Listen, I've been trying. Let me scroll up real quick and see if I can find it. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Just say it again. Type it in again so I can screenshot my screen and look you up again. Let's make it easy. Bam. Where's my... We over here tweaking. Got it. All right, man. Well, y'all have a good night. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. We might stream again Monday maybe, on Labor Day. We'll see. I gotta go to a class that night, so who knows. But yeah, y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night, everybody.